The demo for One Piece Odyssey just dropped today, and Fire Emblem Engage just got a lengthy, nearly 9-minute long gameplay demo. Hi, my name is Gavin. Today is January 10th, 2023, and this is episode 4 of Overleveled News. So I usually go ahead and start off with whatever news has kind of been happening in the world of Final Fantasy stuff going on. And to be completely honest, this week has been a little bit dry as far as Final Fantasy news and updates and things like that. But we actually got a pretty cool little 8-bit video for a promotion that they're doing for Final Fantasy 16. And here in this video, I'll go ahead and put the loop here on the screen, and I'll leave a link to the full video with the music and everything in the description below. We got this beautiful artwork of them just running alongside each other, and in the background we can see obviously the ocean and the sky, and the most visible thing there is the Sandbreak capital city, Oriflame, I believe that's how you pronounce it, prominently displayed there in the background. This is some beautiful artwork, and the song that's playing in the background of this, like I said, I'll go ahead and leave a link to it so you can listen to it for yourself. It is the song that played in the background of the Revenge trailer. So this is just some beautiful art. I'm glad that we're getting, this 8-bit style, or really 32-bit, 16-bit, whatever you want to call this, just this animation that we have here. It looks beautiful. It's just, we're just getting closer and closer and closer to the release of Final Fantasy 16. So I just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention just because I like this sort of stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you think about this beautiful piece of artwork, the 8-bit music track in the background. I think this is great stuff. So today we have the official demo release for One Piece Odyssey. Now at the time of this upload, One Piece Odyssey is set to release in just a measly 3 more days, and with this demo we also got a producer message just kind of giving us a little rundown of what we can expect here in this demo. At the time of me recording this, I actually can't even play the demo yet, so I'm really excited to check this out. But he's essentially laying out, hey, you can play through the first hour or 2 of the story, like from literally the beginning of the story up until where the demo ends. It's about 2 hours into it. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of limitations, like as far as leveling up your characters and the, abilities and things like that. There's a cutoff to some point, they're not going to let you just grind and grind and grind to level 99 here within the first 2 hours of the game. But there is a system that they are implementing to transfer your save data from this demo into the main game. So if you are just pumped to start One Piece Odyssey, if you're watching this before the game has even come out, or maybe the game is already out and you just want to get a taste for what this game is going to be, go ahead and just download this demo. It's literally the first few hours of the game, and if you like it, once you buy the game, you don't really have to start over or anything like that. You've already got a few hours of saved data to transfer over to the full game, so I'm really excited for this. Have you already played it? Or are you watching this before the game is out, or you haven't played it yet? Let me know what you think of this demo and how excited you are to play One Piece Odyssey. Over these last few days, we also got a brand new, nearly 9-minute long trailer for Fire Emblem Engage. Now, this is a very, very beefy trailer. If you are someone who has been avoiding spoilers for this game as far as what the gameplay is like, social, aspects of the game, story, visuals, whatever you're, if you've just been avoiding that sort of stuff, maybe look away. I'm not going to go in depth on story and all that stuff here in this discussion, but I am going to have the footage that they have shown. The trailer that they did show is completely in Japanese. I don't think we have an English version of this trailer out just yet, but you don't really need to know Japanese in order for this trailer to have gotten you really hyped for the game. It shows a bunch of gameplay. It shows a lot of just everything outside of the story, everything that you can do as far as mini games, social link aspects to the game, just exploration, and of course, leveling up your weapons and abilities and items and things like that, like the rings and things like that. We've gotten, this was a beefy trailer. So I will leave a link to it down in the description below. But I mean, let me know, how excited are you for Fire Emblem Engage? This game is set to come out in just, I think, only 10 more days from the release of this video. If you've been, keeping up with the news and stuff like that, I think I mentioned in our last video that I've never actually jumped into a Fire Emblem game proper, but just from what I've seen here, I'm already a lot more intrigued here than I was whenever Three Houses was announced. I still want to jump into Three Houses eventually, but so far, this is looking like a really promising game, and I'm almost convinced, and I think this trailer kind of pushed me over the edge. This might be my personal, first Fire Emblem video game. So let me know, are you a fan of Fire Emblem? Are you excited for this game? I mean, I'm so unbelievably pumped to just see what this game has to offer, and just join that crowd of Fire Emblem fans and just geeking out about the newest game in the series. So let me know down below how excited you are for Fire Emblem Engage. So over the years, a team online called Geofront has done a lot of work in the translation community, just translating all these Japanese games over into English over here, prominently known for their work on Trails to Azure and Trails from Zero, the Legend of Heroes games. Geofront's translation efforts have been just nothing but praised over the years. For a long time, the only way that English speakers could really enjoy the story and the narrative and just all the gameplay and everything of these other Trails games that were never released in America up until recently, they were experiencing them through the Geofront translations. So Geofront already has an incredible reputation when it comes to translating games from Japanese into English. So with that said, Geofront recently just announced that they are translating The Legend of Heroes 3, The White Witch. This is the very first entry in the Gagharv trilogy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Gagharv. Gagharv. I've never played this game. This was a trilogy of games that originally was being released in the early 90s. I think it was 1994 when this game that they are specifically translating right now came out originally. But now, I mean, if you were a fan of the Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel, Trails from Zero, all of these games, this was a series of games that is not directly tied to the Legend of Heroes, Trails games, at least as far as the narrative, but these were the predecessors to those games. I mean, it's in the name, The Legend of Heroes. This was kind of an anthology series, back in the 90s and things like that. So let's say you've never played these games before because you don't speak Japanese. These were never released in English. So I just think it's really cool that they are continuing to bring back these older, very well-beloved JRPGs that we never got in America, and they're actually putting in the effort to say, hey, these games are worth your while. We want, English speakers to be able to experience these games. And, I mean, who knows what that could lead to? It could lead to an official, remaster or something with full-on English text released by NIS somewhere down the line. We really don't know where this could lead in the future, but for right now, this is a project that's undergoing a lot of development right now. And I mean, really look forward to that. I've never played any of these games before. I'm really looking forward to starting the Trails series, but who knows? Maybe it might be cool for me to see a little bit deeper into the roots of where the Legend of Heroes, kind of came from, and I might want to start this game whenever the translation comes out. So let me know, are you going to be picking up this translation patch? Have you already played it in Japanese? What do you think of this game? Should I jump into it? Let me know in the comments below. And the last little bit of news that I wanted to just say real fast, because this game is coming out in 2 more weeks. This game is right around the corner, and that is Forspoken. Square just released a brand new cinematic trailer for the game, and it's about 1 minute long. And whether or not you think that this game is going to be for you or not, one thing that I think we can all agree on is that Square, just over the years, is really, really good at creating these big cinematic trailers. We saw stuff with Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 14 and 15 and Kingdom Hearts. Like, we've seen what they can do when it comes to just really, really cool cinematic trailers, and we've got a whole minute's worth of very, very impressive visuals here, just taking place in the world of Forspoken, showing off the main character and just jumping in and out of, real life and the fantasy world and all this stuff. So, has this trailer sold me on Forspoken? Not at all. But we have this trailer here. It looks really good. I am just every day that we get closer to Forspoken, I just get more anxious, I guess, just about to see what the reviews are going to be like, seeing if they took our input when it came to the demo and things like that, and seeing what sort of changes they will implement to make players more happy, what sort of stuff will stay the same that people won't like or people will love. I'm just very curious to know what your thoughts in the comments below are for Forspoken. Let me know. Have you watched this new cinematic trailer? Like I said, links to all of this stuff will be in the description below. So with all that said, that's going to do it for today's little bit of news. Just a quick little announcement too. My family is going to be out of town next week. My daughter is turning 3 years old, so we've got events kind of happening, and I don't think I'm going to have time to fit in a news episode next week. Just wanted to let you guys know that in case at some point you're like, hey, I've been really enjoying your stuff. I've been wanting to get my news source from you. I mean, I think it's a little weird, but I'm happy that you're here, and I'm happy that you like this sort of content. Just next week, there may not be a news episode, but in other little updates as well, I'm playing through Crisis Core Reunion right now. I might create a little short that I'll upload pretty soon. I'm halfway through the game right now, and I'm about 13 hours in as well. So I'm enjoying my time with that. Look forward to either a short or a full review coming out in the future. But like I said, that's going to do it for today. In the comments below, let me know everything that you thought about all of the news happening in video games and RPGs. While you're down there, also go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Go into the description box and click the links to both the Patreon and the Discord. The Discord is completely free, but I would just love to see you in this little community of RPG fans. So I'm happy that you're here. Stuff like Patreon as well. Right now, it's just purely a way to just say, hey, I like what you're doing. There's not a whole lot that I'm offering on there right now other than, for reviews and things like that. Y'all are getting it 24 hours earlier. So just wanted to get that out of the way now that, this is probably going to be one of the last videos I put out for just a short amount of time. So anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.